There is the National Heritage Board does have a collection of some daily objects, but to be really honest, I think it's getting tougher and tougher to make period stuff in Singapore, and it's even down to costumes and a lot of stuff you can't find anymore. It's you know what we did? We actually went to all the old HDB flats that were being en bloc. There were, you have a lot of old people living there, and we realized that on the day, on the week where people are moving out, they would chuck a lot of old furniture. They would chuck a lot of old CDs, not CDs, sorry, like old vinyl records and old stuff. And basically what we did was we just went around and became a karang kuning, like a record postman, and we went to collect loads of stuff, in a big lorry. That's why half of the furniture you saw was really authentic furniture, because that was what we did. I think what was most difficult is getting, as a filmmaker, I'm actually really anal about detail. So it came to the point where every extra had to have a haircut. So we for the street scene, we brought in 6 barbers. So every kid had to cut, because there was this really massive, really ugly kind of high slope, and all the ladies had to have a perm. So we basically had to do that because, to us it's about, if you don't do it now, it's probably more difficult to do it in the future. And a lot of, for example, the clothes of the mom, all that, we actually got a friend to bring in fabrics from Shanghai, because most of the fabrics that you see now that are used for like fighting spiders or TV, actually they are curtain fabrics. They are not, they are not real fabrics that. So we actually went to some places and we actually got a friend to bring us stuff from Shanghai. Yeah.
It's not easy to be an art director in Singapore. Next question.
Emo. Okay, in the first place, right, because the whole script was summarized into this short version, so there are a lot of things which are kind of unexplained. You have to sort of figure it out. But so far, in most of the places where the film has been screened, most of the audience always feel that this is probably a glimpse of something that should be longer. Yeah, it didn't feel like a short film. Yeah, it didn't feel complete. It was meant to be that way. It was meant to for the audience to want to see more. Yeah. Read emotion. Yeah, read like that. I can't read it. How you gonna read? Yeah, emotion. I think you were talking about redirect and all that. I think every experience is really in the moment. If I would do it again, it would be different, and it's hard for me to talk about my film in terms of reading. Yeah, sorry. No, thank you very much. Thank you. First of all, this is something that is quite historical, although it's not based on a true story, but it is based on a series of research which I've done over the years. So it's a little bit here, a little bit there, and then of course through lots of imagination, rewriting, I think at least 15 drafts by now, it just evolves. So talking about the market, because I've always been enticed by gangster films, and you know, gangsters back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, they were more like very organized crime. They're not really street corner gangs. So I'm always very enticed by this code of conduct that they have. They're actually an organization, which explains why I'm always very intrigued by films like The Godfather, or in Hong Kong, The Infernal Affairs. So I thought, I just let my imagination run wild. I thought maybe Singapore can make our own gangster kind of film. Yeah. So we can't do it now, as in you don't really see gangs being the way they were back then, but you have to do a bit of research to get there. Thank you.
Next question.